I have here with me a musician, an artist, and the winner of
Nigerian Idol.
Aha. They know you already. It's progress, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I think I just saw yesterday that there was an announcement again for a new season for Idol. Yes.
Yeah.
When you see stuff like that, what does it bring back to you, you know? And what made you go in the first place?
First of all, it brings back a lot of good memories, right? And then I tell myself that, okay, someone is going to become a superstar, right? And someone's life is about to change for good. And it's just amazing. Going for the show, I've always wanted a platform where I could showcase my talent and what I do, which is music, because I've always loved music as a kid. And when Nigerian Idol came, I thought it was a good opportunity, and the rest is history.
Yeah. I mean, I think we heard a lot of a backstory while the show was going on, and then you ultimately won. And I mean, I've seen multiple interviews of people asking you what happened in that moment and what you thought. But honestly, now, I mean, it's a long time ago now-ish, so you can be a little more honest.
Okay.
At what point did you know you were going to win, be honest, before the finals? Because, I mean, you're there, you're saying, this person, you know, not to sabi sing. I think there must be a point where you thought, I'm going to win this thing.
So the point where I knew, I didn't know I was going to win. You can't tell, right? Because it's a competition and it's based on votes. But the point where I knew I had a chance was when I did a performance. So I had like a series of performances. They were good, great performances, but I was doing like the inspirational song and people were used to that already. But there was a time where we had to perform, they call it showstopper. We had to do a showstopper performance, right? So we had to sing and dance at the same time, give this whole Michael Jackson-like kind of performance, right? And then I did a song and it was...
You finished work.
You get it. So the reception and everything, I just, okay, I think with this, I stand a chance.
You stand a chance, yeah. So no, you won. And, you know, this is, I mean, I'm a part of a reality show as well. So I know what sort of comes with it. And there's a perception by a lot of people that, first of all, this is a gateway to, you know, superstardom and success. But there's also the other side of it where the expectations almost sort of double now. You know, as if you were just progress who made your way in the industry, nobody was really paying attention until you showed up. But now people are like, okay, now let's see what he wants to do. How do you handle that sort of pressure? Because it's becoming sort of a recurring theme for reality stars globally, not even just Nigeria, to say that, okay, let's see what they're going to do with this thing. How hard has it been, or has it even?
Yes, it's been hard.
Yeah.
So first of all, before going on the show, I've been a fan of reality shows. I've watched a lot of music competitions like this. So I knew people were going to say things like that and the pressure was going to be there. So I expected it. So I prepared my mind to not put so much pressure on myself and take it one step at a time, because nobody knows the backstory. Nobody knows how you feel. Right? You are the one who's feeling it. You're the one who's going through it. So I don't put so much pressure on myself. I just take it one step at a time. Right. Yeah. That's what I do.
What about the fans? Because people fall in love with you on this show, you know, and they now are a part of your journey, right? And I find that most times those fans are the ones who put the pressure.
Yeah.
So you also you can't live without them.
Yeah.
But you also sort of don't want to let them define your journey, basically. How do you handle that sort of balance with them being I
put in the work. I do what I have to do, which is music. I try to put out music, put good promotions and stuff, and just being out there. Just try to put myself out there and keep going. Yeah.
How do you feel about, you know, the Nigerian music industry being called Afrobeats now, and that sort of becoming the genre everybody has to do? I mean, watching you on the show, correct me if I'm wrong, but you came across as not necessarily an Afrobeats artist in that sense. Is it something you think is a problem to an extent in the industry? Because I've had people on this show as well talk about, you know, there's no one genre in this industry. Everybody now sort of starts off as a rapper but tilts towards Afrobeats. Stands up as an R&B artist, tilts towards Afrobeats, you know, inevitably. Yeah. Do you think, you know, is that a problem, you think?
Well, first of all, I think it's great because the Afrobeat is what's taking Nigeria on the map, which is amazing. But aside Afrobeat, there are other genres too. And I think we should also give attention to those genres just the way we give attention to Afrobeats. I wouldn't really call it a problem because it's more of a blessing, right, than a problem. But I feel like both fans, because fans are the ones who stream the music. They're the ones who take this music everywhere, right? I feel like they should still support artists who not necessarily do Afrobeats, but are still doing great in their own field. Yeah.
So what genre of music would you say you do?
I'm a contemporary artist. R&B, pop. Afrobeats, maybe.
On the side.
Yes.
How hard has that been? How hard has that been, to get people? When you say you do all of this now, they automatically say, "Oh, he's an alter artist."
Yes.
They put you in that alter box.
Exactly.
Like, what does that even mean? And alter for some people almost means, okay, we don't need to listen to it now. How do you handle that?
Well, I don't know. I feel like it's just, first of all, I want to do what I love, right? I don't want to put myself, first of all, in a box, right? But then you also want to do what you love, because that's where you're comfortable. That's where you find inspiration. And to be very honest, there are people who listen to those songs. They might not be mainstream, but there are people who the message is for. There are people who the songs are for, right? So I feel like you should just stick to that. Don't put so much pressure on yourself, because definitely you get your listeners.
Yeah. Are you worried, like a lot of people say, that, the industry sort of tilts more towards rhythm as against lyrics, vocal ability, or lyrics? It's almost like, this beat is mad.
Yeah.
Nobody really cares what you're saying, Is that good for the industry, you think?
I don't think it's good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good. I feel like music is a means of communication. You're telling a story, you're passing a message. I feel like it should be more of the message than the beat. The beat is there, the rhythm is there, the melodies are there, but then what you get out of the song is what matters.
Yeah.
So I feel like if we're just focusing more on the beats, then I think we're losing it.
Yeah. Is there pressure from like your producers or your management or your team to just give us these beats and give us Afrobeats?
Well, there's pressure, because you want to make money. At the end of the day, you want to make money, you want to sell, and you have to do what sells. You have to do what's marketable. So you just have to find a balance, right? Like the song that I just released is an Afro kind of song, but it's a little bit of infusion of R&B, so I could also show my voice. Yeah. So I feel like you should just find a balance. We just have to find a balance where your song can also be mainstream and still what you love to do. Yeah.
Who are the sort of people you would like to work with in the industry when you look at, what's happening in the space?
Yeah.
Whether it's people who sort of do what you do, or people even completely on another sort of genre.
There are a lot of them. I think I'm a huge fan of Johnny Drill. I love his sound. I love his music. Timi Dakolo.
These are a good example of people who have stayed true to
their sound, and that's why that's why I chose to stick with them. And to name a few. Yeah. And every other person that I find the opportunity to work with. Yeah.
Talking about you now, because I have friends in the industry, and I'm sure you have been in the industry now, so you understand it's, whether you're doing, even those who are doing well, it's a very expensive industry to operate in musically. Is music all progress, is interested in or wants to do? I mean, Tiwa Savage has a movie coming out.
Right.
Things are happening interestingly. Chike did TV for about 3-4 years before deciding to drop an album. You have comedians or skit makers who are now coming into music.
Yeah.
Is this your thing? I mean, not that there's anything wrong with it, but is this what, you think you are here to do, music?
Yes, I'm here to do music, but I have a very keen interest in movies, because I'm a great actor as well.
Oh.
Yes. and fashion as well. Yeah. And before coming to Nigerian Idol, I used to make clothes. Yeah, I used to make clothes, so definitely I'd
any of those passions alive currently, or? Well,
I haven't. I can't remember the last time I made any outfit, but then I definitely go back to that.
So we could see you acting soon?
Yes.
Is this something you're actively trying, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Look out for progress coming to a screen near you.
Of course.
What is 2024 looking like for you?
Yes, it's looking amazing already. I just released a song titled "Follow You." The video will be out this weekend.
Which is what we just saw.
Exactly. Yeah, and more to come. I'm working on my EP as well. That'll be out before the end of the quarter.
Okay, end of this.
Yeah.
The first half or the first quarter of this year?
The first half.
First half of this year, okay. Yes. Anybody we should look forward to and being featured?
Just watch the space. I don't want to shoot myself on the foot. So, yeah, let's just watch the space. Boy, it'll be amazing.
All right. Congratulations on everything.
So
looking forward to you on TV, the EP coming out. Make sure you also look out for his new single that's dropping this weekend with a video. And all the best, man. I've always been a fan. And maybe we might see you on this season coming back to perform.
You're incredible. Thank you.
On stage. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you.